Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, that didn't take long, did it? In fact, yesterday at 1 o'clock when my video dropped a little bit early, we heard the first rumblings that Norwegian Cruise Line had canceled all their cruises for December. And right away in the comments I said, don't worry, they won't be alone. And guess what? They're not alone. That's right. Just a few hours after Norwegian announced that they had canceled all their cruises for December, all the way up to December 31st, Royal Caribbean Group has done the exact same thing, so that includes Celebrity Cruise Lines, and then Carnival did the exact same thing, which includes all of their brands as well. Now there are a few exceptions. For instance, Royal Caribbean still has their ship planned sailings out of Singapore, which is just for that ship and locals from that area. But yeah, we knew it was coming as soon as we saw that they had to have test cruises. And so many people in the comments were going, well, why weren't the cruise ships ready for this? Why aren't the cruise ships all set to go? Why do they have to cancel December? Well, there was literally no hint anywhere that they would need to do test cruises. Nowhere else in the world have they had to do test cruises to reopen. No place. Only here in North America. Only the CDC has told the cruise lines they have to do this process. And they also have given them 28 days they have to apply before they can even bring their ship here if their ship's over in Europe or outside of the waters of the US. So yeah, it's how could you have predicted that whatsoever? Now I did think that the cruise lines were basically given a hint that yes, that no sail order is going to lift. That's why you started seeing them getting crew back on board, and that's why you started seeing a few ships heading over here, like the Celebrity Apex was brought over a couple weeks ago. So they were planning. They said, okay, they are going to lift the order. We think this is going to go through and everything. And then they launched that 40-page document and that big headline, you have to apply to take a test cruise. We have to approve all your procedures on board. And then you have to apply again for passengers after the test cruising has been evaluated by the CDC. So nobody could have foretold that, because they don't have to do that in Asia. They didn't have to do that in Europe. They didn't have to do that in Fiji. They didn't have to do that anywhere else in the world except here in North America. And it's just another step, another hurdle, another roadblock that the cruise lines here in North America have to jump and navigate. And so they had to cancel December cruises. The cruise lines they absolutely wanted to be sailing in December for Christmas holiday cruises. Absolutely. There is no doubt about it. So no, the cruise lines could not have really foreseen this. I didn't foresee it, and I guarantee you probably didn't foresee it as well. We did predict that, maybe they would voluntarily just send out one or two of their ships a couple times just to go over their own procedures, but they didn't know that they would have to have, people on board to, monitor it, check it all out, cross the T's, dot the I's, and all the different procedures, then have to fill out forms afterwards saying that this happened, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. They didn't foresee that happening, and you really can't blame them out there. And I said this again, I understand the CDC's point of view. Now think about it this way. If you talk to a doctor and you talk to a businessman, their points of view are going to be totally different, right? The doctor's going to be nothing but safety and health. Nothing but safety and health. The doctor cares less if a person makes no money. A doctor cares less if they go bankrupt. A doctor cares less. That's not his priority or her priority. Their priority is making sure people are safe. And that's their only, that's the CDC right there. That's a medical point of view. A business point of view is, I need to feed my family. My business can't go bankrupt. I need to earn a living. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose everything I own. I need a job. I need to work. That's this side of the thing. And this side of the thing is in conflict with this side of the thing. This one's saying they can do it safely. This one doesn't want them to do it at all. And that's where they're getting knocking on the heads. And if you look at the map here, I'm going to put up a map right now of the world to show you where the CDC says, don't worry, this is where you can travel to. You see all this red around me? That's the world. And guess what? All the world is a level 3 travel warning. Do not travel, do not go anywhere. And that includes where we live here in North America. Don't travel in our own countries. Don't go anywhere. That's the CDC's point of view, but that's the health and safety point of view. Just that. They're not thinking about livelihoods, jobs, making money, losing your house, losing anything like that, feeding your family, going on welfare. They're not thinking that ever. That's why there has to be a middle person to put the two together. Safety standards and keeping people fed and eating and working. There has to be a mix somewhere. And I did read the other day in a comment that I care nothing about people's lives and only me making money. And the person that wrote that, you are a bloody idiot. And I can't put it any more blunt than that. You are an idiot, okay? At no point have I ever said not to open safely. I've always said they have to follow protocols. I want more testing than they said they were going to do. I want people to be as safe as possible. They've shown that they can do it safely in other countries. Why can't we do it here? People need to feed their families. We cannot just put 500,000 people out of work forever. At some point, we have to put it together. And guess what? I'm doing fine. You know what I mean? This is not affecting me. I have another job. I get money from. I'm still making money. So no, this is not the point that I'm ever trying to make. I'm saying, all those people who say it's only about the cruise lines making money and it's only about that. Yeah, a little bit, right? It is about people trying to feed their families, keeping their jobs, keeping their businesses. How many restaurants, how many stores, how many entertainment venues, how many hotels, how many people need to be out of work? Whoever says it's only about money is still working. You still have a job. So don't give me that crap about it's only about money. There has to be a medium. There has to be something where people get together. There has to be a safe way to do things. And if you can't even try, then what's the point? So yeah, sorry I got a little angry there. That comment really, really annoyed me because that is absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And I don't get annoyed at the comments very often. I just shrug it off. I've been doing this long enough not to worry about those things anymore. But to say it's all about my money and only about how much I make and not about people's lives, that is absolutely the stupidest thing a person could ever say. Because guess what? I could never, no, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. That person's an idiot. It bugged me. I'm sorry. It just did. And now all of our cruises in December are canceled. 2020 is a write-off, and it's all about how much we get to start sailing in 2021. And so we'll get these test cruises out of the way. We'll start slowly getting the cruise industry back up and running. And who knows, there may be a miracle drug down the road that we can put all of this behind us And yeah, let's just hope 2021 is so much better than 2020. Let's just hope, right? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.